Hey VC, Steve here, FlipSideCT. Thanks for tuning in. My last video I showed some vinyl finds from a flea market. And actually I have some more vinyl finds from the same flea market. And I hope everyone's doing well. We just passed July 4th weekend here in the States, and in the Northeast we had just outstanding weather, one of the best I've seen in a while, remember. So I missed a week here. Just as everyone says, I've been saying, it's just been busy. Projects, and when I start doing videos, it becomes a project, but in a good way, but it still work. So I just wanted to take it easy, and I've been just listening to music, just lounging out. Some online purchases, which I'll show hopefully soon, and so I got a few things here to show. One of them is a great package here from VCLT, from Richard Riley. And many of you know Richard and his contribution to the VCLT, his definitely his expertise in plenty of things. Loves to listen, loves to learn. So the beauty part of the VC. I think I saw a little sticker here and it said what it is, and if it is what it is, he hit me right bang in the face with something that's cool. So I'm gonna just open it up and jump right into it. And always nice when you get this. And again, I keep saying it's always great to give. Oh, it's definitely different than what I thought. And wow, this is really cool, Rich. This is, wow, I didn't realize this first guy was in here. A 3 LP, 180 gram, Joe Bossa Muddy Wolf at Red Rocks. I was totally, I saw Muddy Wolf only, and I just thought the combination. I said, I don't know how they got to Red Rocks. This is cool because I've been wanting, and I hear a lot about Joe. I haven't really gotten into his music, and I think that's your point here to turn me on to this. This is a beautiful VCLT. They're all beautiful, but this is sweet. You hit it right on the nose. I'm going to really enjoy this. I'm looking at some of the tracks here, and they're just, oh, I see. So it's Joe Bonamassa playing Muddy Waters tracks, Howlin' Wolf tracks, and then his own. Wow. Awesome stuff. Damn. I know what I'm doing tonight. Thank you, Joe. Let me just show that again. This is a great, sweet VCLT. Thanks so much, Richard. Here's, as everyone's been saying, a scholar and a gentleman. Wow, that's hard to top. So how do I go into this? Okay, so, oh, bless you, Rich. This is a book I got. This is Grit, Noise, and Revolution. This is about Detroit rock and roll, Motown, the birth of Detroit rock and roll, mostly here. But it's got all what you can imagine: MC5, Iggy, Mitch Ryder, Seeger, SRC, Nugent. This was just a few dollars for this book, and I needed a Detroit book. I think, Bruce, you mentioned one. I don't even know if this might be it. If not, but I got a book now for Detroit. So I picked this up at a record store. These were, again, a few dollars. Col Gems, I don't know. Col Gems, yeah. A mono and a stereo of these two. Really, it's interesting because when I think of the Monkees, I think of the Monkees thing. I'm a Believer, Last Train to Clarksville, but the other tunes are really different. And I didn't realize Torque was the one who left first. I would have thought Nesmith would have left first, with his status and whiteout scenario and etc. So here are some flea market finds, and I've shown him before, but this is about a 1981. This is a Canadian 85 Alligator Records, Clarence Gatemouth Brown. I mean, if you just look at the picture, it definitely tells the story. That's blues. This was I just couldn't believe I found this. I've talked about this band. The first album is called, the band is called Resillos. This is the Revillos. They had to change their name, so they wanted to break loose from the label, so they said change the name. So they just put a V instead of the Z. And this is a band out of, this is a British import, a band out of England. All I could say is if you like early Blondie, you're going to like this. And that's right up my alley. My wife was digging this. And I just couldn't believe it, and I thought it was really cool. I kept on playing it. I really like this. It's not phenomenal. It's really good. Very impressed. I think this is their second one, and I don't see this one around. Some basics. This is one of the two live ones. This is the San Quentin one. And, just some talking and a little jabbering going on, but a must-have for anybody's collection. A couple blues, blue notes here. Clifford Brown, of course, this is a reissue. A mono. I saw Blue Note. Yeah, I got excited. It is definitely a reissue. It's a little bit fast for me, but still I enjoyed it. I know this is a pretty good one out there in the field here. Also got this Blue Note 2-volume set, and this has a whole bunch, the best of the Blue Note. I think this was out in 1980. I can't even see anymore. Goodness gracious, 86. But this is miscellaneous here, Blue Notes. Just really cool stuff. Everything from Thelonious Monk to Cannibal Adderley, Herbie Hancock. List goes on and on. Blues Explosion. 6 songs on here. If I would have known that, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. But this is a live recording over in France. They pulled together. This has Stevie Ray Vaughan on it, which is really cool. Before he became popular, before he was, I guess that's 83, 84. So he played out there and he blew their doors out. But then his album came out and he might have went back there. But this has Sugar Blue, John Hammond, Coco Taylor, Luther Jr., Guitar Jr. Johnson, J.B. Hutto. It's only 6 songs. I wish there was more to it. Okay, here is a little clip. This past July 4th weekend on the 3rd, I went into Manhattan with my son, and the weather is just beautiful. If you ever come to Manhattan on a holiday weekend, sometimes it's on July 4th, it's definitely worthwhile to go in because everyone leaves. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people leave to get out. So going in, it was really easy. Coming out, record time coming out at 5 p.m. No traffic. It was unbelievable. So my son and I wanted to go to one store. I did go to Academy on 12th Street, which is my go-to store. Small store, but they have these new arrivals, maybe 4 or 5 bins, maybe 200-300 records in there. I always find something in there. If you get into Manhattan, check out 12th Street Academy Records. You got to find something in there, and the prices are pretty decent. So we went to Central Park. We went downtown and Central Park. I love walking around. So here's a few pictures, just some shots of Central Park. The great thing about Central Park, everybody there almost everybody there is having a great time. There's such a mixture, a melting pot of people in there. And everyone's there for the good reason, to have fun, enjoy themselves, families, solo, with dates, with friends, and playing their games. It's just, if you haven't been able to see Central Park other than pictures or movies, it is a wonderful, magical place to walk around and just take it in, and you could spend a day just walking around. It has so many things there. But anyway, here's a few little pictures just quickly of what I captured just as I was walking around. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Just a few pictures. Some of them weren't all Central Park. Carnegie Deli. If you go into Manhattan, go to Carnegie Deli. Your mouth will just water. If you love deli food, it's better than any of the others, in my opinion. So here's what I found. This is not the bluesish Procol Harum that I know. Exotic Birds and Fruit, very different type album, but still, Procol Harum is just a wonderful band to have, 70s. This is like, I don't know, their 6th, 7th album, but again, those of you who don't know, Robin Trower was with Procol Harum in the early days. Something I needed, wanted, anything Alvin Lee, you just gotta get. This is the live album. People say that the recording isn't so great here, but I still love hearing some album licks. Wonderful. Again, needed this. American Woman, the Guess Who. Fabulous, fabulous Canadian music. Randy Bachman. Just really cool album. This one was... I have to thank the VC because I wouldn't have picked this up, again, for garage music, that early 60s garage sound. I would have never bought the Shadows, but now they have a PlayStation there, and I just played the first few tunes, and I know them from Apache, and they were the backup band for Cliff Richard. So the guitarist in here really influenced heavy duty guys like oh gosh, now I'm caught. This is from 1961, the year I was born, so I really think this is cool. They got some singing going on in here, which is just, still fun to listen to, but the instrumentals is just great stuff. This I never saw before, and the album is just awesome looking. Queen's 1989, The Miracle. I'll just let you absorb that if you can. With these eyes. I put the single back here. This is a Queen single, but as you can imagine, this is very Queenish, late 80s. This is the album that Freddie found out he had AIDS. He made one more, I believe, before he did die. And then I needed this one, Leslie West Mountain, just an essential for blues rock. Leslie West guitarist, please, anybody who is want to get into blues rock, anybody that wants to play guitar, just listen to Leslie, please. That's about it. As I said, I got some online records coming. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again, Richard Riley. You're the man.